Welcome. Today we're diving into 4 powerful behaviors that can instantly change how others treat you. Respect isn't just given, it's earned through the signals we send every day. If you've ever felt overlooked, taken for granted, or disrespected, these strategies will help you shift the dynamic. We'll explore practical steps, real-life examples, and the psychology behind why these behaviors work. By the end, you'll have the tools to command respect without confrontation or drama. Let's start by understanding why our reactions matter so much in social situations. Have you ever noticed how reacting emotionally to disrespect often makes things worse? When someone is rude or dismissive, our first instinct might be to snap back or defend ourselves. But big reactions actually give power to the person disrespecting us. They see they've gotten under our skin, and that can encourage more bad behavior. Instead, there's a better way to handle these moments, one that quietly shifts the power back to you and makes others think twice before crossing the line again. Instead of escalating, try calmly numbing the disrespect. For example, simply saying, "That was disrespectful," and then disengaging. This approach is surprisingly effective. It puts the spotlight on the offender's behavior without giving them the satisfaction of a dramatic reaction. When you don't feed the drama, you take away their power. Over time, that makes people less likely to disrespect you because they know you won't play their game. It's a subtle but powerful shift in how you handle negativity. Let me share a quick story. Once in a group setting, someone made a snide remark about me. Instead of reacting or arguing, I simply said, "That was disrespectful," and then stopped engaging. The room went quiet, the offender looked uncomfortable, and others noticed the shift. From that moment, the group dynamic changed. People realized I wouldn't tolerate disrespect, but I also wouldn't create a scene. This simple act made a lasting impression and set a new standard for how I was treated. Calmly recognizing disrespect without escalating makes others uncomfortable in a good way. It forces them to reflect on their actions instead of focusing on your reaction. This discomfort can actually reduce bad behavior over time. When you consistently respond with calm, clear boundaries, people learn that you value yourself and won't accept mistreatment. It's a quiet strength that commands respect and changes how others interact with you. Let's move to the second behavior: stop being instantly available. In today's world, we're expected to reply to messages and calls right away. But being constantly reachable actually devalues your time in others' eyes. Think about how doctors make patients wait. It's not just about being busy, it's about signaling that their time is valuable. You can use this same principle in your own life to teach people to respect your time. You don't respond instantly to every text, call, or request. You send a subtle message. Your time is important. This doesn't mean ignoring people or being rude. It's about creating healthy boundaries and not always being at everyone's beck and call. Over time, people start to value your attention more and they're less likely to take you for granted. Delaying your responses, even by a few minutes, can make a big difference in how others perceive you. Consider how professionals like doctors or lawyers operate. They rarely make themselves instantly available, and as a result, people respect their time and expertise. You can apply this lesson in your own relationships and work life. By not always saying yes right away or dropping everything for others, you teach them to appreciate your presence and contributions. It's a small change that can have a big impact on how you're treated. Oh, how can you put this into practice? Start by waiting a few minutes before replying to texts or emails unless it's urgent. If someone asks you for a favor, take a moment to consider before saying yes. These small pauses teach others that your time isn't always available on demand. Over time, you'll notice people become more considerate and respectful of your schedule and boundaries. Third behavior is crucial: stop accepting bad treatment. Many of us tolerate disrespect or unfairness because we want to avoid conflict. But when you let things slide, you're actually encouraging more of the same behavior. The key is to set boundaries immediately and calmly whenever someone crosses the line. This doesn't have to be dramatic, it's about being clear and direct. It's natural to want to avoid confrontation. We might worry about hurting someone's feelings or making things awkward. But the truth is, tolerating bad treatment only leads to resentment and more disrespect. When you speak up quickly and calmly, you send a message that you value yourself. This not only protects your own well-being, but it also teaches others how to treat you moving forward. Imagine a coworker takes credit for your work or a friend repeatedly cancels plans last minute. Instead of staying silent, address it right away. You might say, "I noticed you took credit for my idea," or "It's disappointing when plans change last minute." These statements are clear but not aggressive. They let others know you're aware and won't accept being treated poorly. Over time, people will either adjust their behavior or distance themselves, both of which are positive outcomes. When you set boundaries quickly, you prevent resentment from building up. You also make it clear that you expect to be treated with respect. This can feel uncomfortable at first, but it gets easier with practice. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes and the more others will respect you for it. Remember, you're not being difficult, you're simply standing up for yourself in a healthy way. Fourth behavior is to stop trying to prove your worth. Many of us fall into the trap of over-explaining our decisions or justifying our choices. This actually signals insecurity and can make others respect us less. Confident people don't feel the need to explain themselves at length. They simply own their decisions and move on. This quiet confidence is magnetic and commands respect. You constantly justify your actions, you're sending a message that you doubt yourself. Others pick up on this and it can undermine your authority. Instead, practice making decisions and standing by them without lengthy explanations. If someone questions you, a simple "this is what I've decided" is often enough. The less you try to prove yourself, the more others will respect your confidence. Speaker shares how shifting from over-explaining to calm assertion transformed their relationships. By simply stating their choices and moving on, they noticed a dramatic increase in respect from others. People stopped questioning their decisions and started accepting them. This shift didn't happen overnight, but with practice it became second nature. You can experience the same results by embracing calm, confident communication. Confidence isn't about being loud or forceful. It's about being comfortable with who you are and the choices you make. When you stop seeking approval or validation, people naturally respect you more. This doesn't mean ignoring feedback, but rather trusting your own judgment and not feeling pressured to explain yourself to everyone. Quiet confidence is one of the most powerful ways to earn respect. All four behaviors, calmly numbing disrespect, guarding your time, setting boundaries, and owning your worth, are about stopping signals of weakness. When you change these habits, you reveal your authentic, strong self. People respond to this strength, often without even realizing it. Over time, you'll notice a shift in how you're treated, both at work and in your personal life. Signals we send through our words, actions, and even our silence shape how others perceive us. If you consistently show that you value yourself and your time, people will follow your lead. It's not about being harsh or unapproachable, but about having clear standards and sticking to them. This is the foundation of genuine respect in any relationship. Here's a challenge for you: pick just one of these behaviors to start changing today. Maybe it's waiting before you respond to messages or calmly numbing disrespect when it happens. You don't have to do everything at once. Small, consistent changes are what lead to big results. As you practice, you'll find that respect from others grows naturally without you having to demand it. Consistency is what makes these behaviors stick. It's easy to fall back into old habits, especially when you're under stress or facing pushback. But the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, people will adjust to your new standards and treat you with the respect you deserve. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight, but every small step counts. Let's quickly recap the first behavior: stop reacting emotionally to disrespect. Remember, big reactions give power to offenders. Calmly numbing the behavior and disengaging is far more effective. This approach not only protects your peace but also changes the group dynamic, making disrespect less likely in the future. Behavior 2 is about guarding your time. Don't be instantly available to everyone. Delaying responses and setting boundaries around your availability teaches others to value your time. This simple shift can dramatically change how you're treated, both professionally and personally. The third behavior is to stop accepting bad treatment. Set boundaries immediately and calmly when someone crosses the line. This prevents resentment and teaches others to respect you. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's a crucial step toward earning lasting respect. Finally, stop trying to prove your worth. Confidently own your decisions without over-explaining. This signals strength and self-assurance, which naturally commands respect from others. The less you seek approval, the more you'll find people respecting your choices. Imagine you're in a group meeting and someone makes a dismissive comment. Instead of reacting emotionally or staying silent, you calmly say, "That was disrespectful," and move on. The group notices your composure and the offender is left to reflect on their behavior. This simple act can shift the entire group dynamic, making it clear that disrespect won't be tolerated. Suppose a colleague asks you to take on extra work. Instead of immediately agreeing, you say, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." This pause shows that your time is valuable and not always available. Over time, people will learn to respect your boundaries and consider your workload before making requests. If a friend repeatedly cancels plans, address it directly. Say, "I've noticed you often cancel last minute. It makes it hard to plan." This isn't about confrontation, but about setting clear expectations. Most people will either change their behavior or stop making plans they can't keep, both of which are positive outcomes for you. When someone questions your choices, resist the urge to over-explain. A simple, "This is what I've decided," is enough. This shows you're confident in your decisions and don't need external validation. Over time, people will stop questioning you and start respecting your authority. Respect is deeply rooted in psychology. People are drawn to those who display self-respect and clear boundaries. When you consistently act with confidence and calm, you send a message that you're not easily shaken. This makes others think twice before crossing your boundaries and encourages them to treat you with the respect you deserve. One of the biggest obstacles to setting boundaries is the fear of conflict. It's normal to worry about how others will react, but remember that healthy relationships are built on mutual respect. When you stand up for yourself, you're not being difficult, you're showing that you value yourself. Over time, this leads to stronger, more respectful connections. Changing how you respond to disrespect or demands takes practice. Start small, maybe with one conversation or one delayed response. Each time you act in line with your new standards, you reinforce the habit. Over time, these small actions add up, transforming how others see and treat you. When you start setting boundaries, some people may push back or test your resolve. This is normal. Stay calm and consistent. The more you stick to your standards, the quicker others will adapt. Remember, those who truly respect you will accept your boundaries, while those who don't may drift away, and that's okay. Every time you calmly address disrespect, delay a response, or own your decisions, celebrate it. These small victories build your confidence and reinforce your new habits. Over time, you'll notice a shift not just in how others treat you, but in how you see yourself. Self-respect grows with every positive action. The long-term impact of these behaviors is profound. You'll find that people are more considerate, your relationships are healthier, and you experience less stress from trying to please everyone. Respect becomes the norm, not the exception. It all starts with small, consistent changes in how you present yourself. It's easy to slip back into old habits like over-explaining or reacting emotionally. Be mindful of these tendencies and gently remind yourself of your new standards. If you make a mistake, don't be hard on yourself, just get back on track. Progress is more important than perfection. Surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries and encourage your growth. Supportive friends and colleagues make it easier to stick to your new behaviors. If someone consistently disrespects you, it may be time to reevaluate that relationship. You deserve to be surrounded by people who value you. Take time to reflect on your progress. What's working well? Where do you still struggle? Self-reflection helps you identify patterns and make adjustments. Growth is a journey, and every step forward is worth celebrating. The more you learn about yourself, the easier it becomes to maintain healthy boundaries and command respect. Look for role models who embody the behaviors you want to develop. Notice how they handle disrespect, guard their time, set boundaries, and own their decisions. Learning from others can inspire you and give you practical ideas for your own life. Remember, respect is a skill that can be learned and strengthened over time. When you consistently demonstrate self-respect and clear boundaries, you teach others by example. Friends, family, and colleagues will notice your confidence and may even start adopting similar behaviors themselves. Your actions can inspire positive change in your community and beyond. In professional settings, these behaviors are especially important. Setting boundaries, guarding your time, and owning your decisions can help you earn respect from colleagues and supervisors. This leads to better opportunities, stronger relationships, and a more positive work environment overall. In your personal life, these behaviors help create healthier, more balanced relationships. When you value yourself, others are more likely to value you too. This leads to deeper connections, less drama, and more mutual respect. Remember, you set the standard for how you want to be treated. Never forget that you deserve respect simply for being yourself. These 4 behaviors are tools to help you claim that respect in every area of your life. With practice and consistency, you'll find that others naturally respond to your strength and authenticity. Start today and watch your relationships transform. Change starts with a single step. Choose one behavior to focus on and commit to practicing it this week. Notice how people respond and how you feel about yourself. Every step you take brings you closer to a life filled with genuine respect and stronger connections. To sum up, earning respect is about changing the signals you send. Calmly address disrespect, guard your time, set boundaries, and own your worth. These small changes add up to big results. Stay consistent, be patient with yourself, and remember, you have the power to shape how others treat you. Your journey to greater respect starts now.